Hi guys, and welcome back. Today we are finally back in the grow room where I'm going to show you the progress of our plants that we had already started, and we're going to get a whole bunch more seeds started today. So I'm going to start by mixing our soil with some water. I have this compacted soil here. I'm going to mix this in a 5-gallon bucket. So I'm going to get this all broken up. As much as I can, I'll break it up more in that bucket. Actually, probably going to use start with that. It's about half a bucket. Go get some water in this and we'll be right back. Alright, I have this old kid's bucket here. I'm going to take and I filled it with water. I'm going to just pour a good amount of that in there at a time. You might hear some cars driving by. Today's a beautiful day. 62 degrees outside. Very nice. And I have my windows open. I live right next to a main road, so it might get a little noisy. I do also want to mention, before I forget, that I have a fan on these seedlings at all times. Besides right now, I turned it off for the video and I have the window open for some fresh air. You're going to want to have, if you're starting seeds, you're going to want airflow on them. Otherwise, it's just asking for algae or mold to grow, and you don't want that on your seedlings. And also, another benefit of having the fan on the seedlings would be it makes your plants stronger. We're going to need some more water in here. We want our soil to be wet, but not dripping wet when you squeeze it. I think we have just enough water in here now. We're finally in March. Spring is right around the corner. We're going to be out in the soil soon. Listen.
Open the so I can smell it.
Our soil is holding together, but it's not dripping wet. We're going to start filling up our pots now. I'm going to leave a little space on top. We will cover our seeds with some extra soil after we get our seeds in here. just gently pressing our soil in here. You don't want to press it in too much, just lightly to pack in any air gaps in there. Alright, so I have all my pots that I want to fill with soil all filled and ready to go. I'm going to take my seeds. This is a Perone tomato. I'm going to start with that. I'm going to place 2 seeds per each pot.
Another one?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, close the door. Thank you.
Alright, love you. Oh, sweet dreams. My son's such a sweetheart. Alright, so we're taking 2 seeds and putting per each pot. I'm not going to let 2 seedlings grow to full maturity. When these sprout up, I'll be able to see which one looks healthier, and then I will either cut off or gently tweeze out the plant that I think is the weaker one. So I'm going to do 8 pots of the Perone tomatoes. We have our cat Knuckles here. His name is Knuckles because he has a whole bunch of extra toes. Alright, and now to our next tomato seed. I have these Mountain Magic tomato seeds. I think these tomatoes grow in more of clusters, if I remember correctly. I'm also going to do 2 seeds per each tray, per each pot. And these seeds will need heat to sprout, to germinate. I have my heat mat. I'll get that hooked up again. I think I put them in here, but I had one. So I'll get that hooked up again. But not all of the seeds that we're going to start today need heat to germinate. Okay. Now, so I remember which one is which. I'm going to place them right next to, actually right underneath. First one of each row. Oh no. Right, now I want to do my 2 potato seeds that we saved. This is an experiment. I'm really hoping that this works out for us, because I would love to have more tomato plants, or potato plants. Our seed looks to be viable. I'm bringing it close. We will see. So excited for these. I'm going to put about 3 per each one, because I'm not sure. Oh, that's a lot more than 3. And I'm going to try 15 pots of these. $15. I may start some more. We have some more seeds. 5 extra pots later on in the season. A little later in the season because I don't want to start them too late. Then I will sow some more if these pop up. And I also have extra in case they don't germinate. Maybe we can try again. Now I'm going to start some parsley seeds. I'm not going to start all my parsley seeds because there's a lot of seeds in here. I'm going to sow a bunch per pot though, but I will start a lot of these in early spring outside. And these I won't thin as they come up. And then it'll just make for a big bushy parsley plant. Okay. Now that our pots are all filled, our parsley just needs to be surface sown, so I'm just going to push the seeds down just a little bit into the soil, not covering them up at all. We're going to cover our true potato seeds with about a half an inch of soil. She's going to bring us to the top of our pots. Remember, we're not packing these down. I'm just lightly pressing down to get all the excess air out, for the gaps. Should probably do this over the bucket. Don't make too much of a mess. Now our tomato seeds only need 1/8 of an inch, so I'm just going to lightly sprinkle some on top. For each of these, and I'll go spread that around in a minute. You're going to want to make sure you have very fine soil for this. For potting mix, I'm using a potting mix. Seed starting mix would be ideal. This one has some nutrients in it, so that's why I chose this. I will say I don't think this is my favorite potting mix, so I'm probably not going to get this one again. If you have any suggestions on some good potting mix or soil to start seeds in that you really like, please let me know because I need to purchase some more very soon. I'm almost out. And so far, I'm not loving any of the ones that I've found so far. I'm out of soil, so I'm going to have to mix some more up real quick. Just want to take a minute to show you what we have growing. We have a bunch of basil here. I have 8 pots of basil. This is lettuce leaf basil. Then down here I have 3 loofahs. We sowed 4 loofahs, but one just died yesterday. The rest are looking great though. I do have a little sunburn on them because I had them up here and I did not move them fast enough. The light was too close to them and they had a little water on their leaves, so they had a little damage, but they're bouncing back just fine from that and have a bunch of new growth on top. And some tendrils too. My eggplants, which are looking absolutely phenomenal. We have our jalapeno here. I topped a few of them. And I cut off the top of them so they'll bush out. I just did that yesterday. So they should start branching out and bushing out more very shortly. Some of them I did not, like this poblano. It's a little bit smaller. There's also another poblano here. So I have 4 jalapenos, 3 poblanos. I topped one of them back here. And I have 5 sets of leeks I have planted. I also just fed these all yesterday. I fertilized them with some of this seedlingers universal plant food. And so far they are looking good. This is my second time fertilizing this set of plants and my first time fertilizing the basil. And I think that this fertilizer so far is working pretty well for me. I will keep you updated on what I think in the future, but I think this is going to stick around. So now I'm going to adjust what I have here, probably bring some basils down here for right now while I use this top rack for my germination station with the heat mat. So I just have some white electrical tape here that I'm running parsley on. I find this white electrical tape has worked out best for me. I was using duct tape before. I like this a lot better. Now I'm going to do the same thing for my true potato seeds. All right, T, P, S for each of those. But these true potato seeds do not need a heat mat to germinate. I'm not going to put them on there because I'm afraid that it will fry the seeds. Maybe not fry the seeds, but it might inhibit their germination. So we're not going to use that for these. For my Mountain Magic tomatoes, I'm just putting Tom. Now for our other tomatoes, I'm going to write Perone, which is the variety they are, and then Tom for tomato. Not sure if that was showing. So we got Perone or Peron tomatoes. You're probably going to hear my crazy family in the background. It's lunchtime, so I better get out there and feed them. I'm going to have to get another grow light set up and another tray going so I can fit these in here. But for right now, I'm going to spritz the top of these so the seeds get all wet and can start germinating. Not too much, just enough to get them going. Also noticing my basil plants are getting a little dry here, so I'm going to spritz them up a little bit too. It's just the top of the soil that's getting dry, the rest is moist. There's another true potato seed over here. Gonna do the same for these guys up here. Now I have the heat mat up till here, so my true potato seeds are not on the heat mat, but these guys are. And hopefully tomorrow or soon I'll have another light up here that I can move these guys up to. And I'll have to set up. And I will, after I'm done with this, get some humidity domes on there. These parsleys I'm going to have to spray more often because they are surface sown. So they're going to dry out a lot faster than the other ones will. I might have to pull that tray out a little bit to get there. And thank you for coming along with me and seeing my plant room and what we're up to in here. Can't wait to be out in the garden very shortly. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Have a blessed day.